fractions, this was the extra practice. You had to rewrite it down, and then you rewrite your mixed numbers as what? Improper fractions. So 5 times 7 is
35.
35 plus 2 makes
37.
So I have 37
Negative.
7. Please don't get ahead of me. We are recording this, and it might make it hard for people to understand when they're trying to watch it at home. Then we have it divided by, then we do 2 times 7 is,
14.
what is it now, guys?
14.
And then 14 plus 1 makes,
15.
so then I have 15 sevenths. What did I forget to bring down?
Negative.
Keep your negatives there. Then it is, keep, change,
Reciprocal.
thank you, reciprocal, not just flip anymore. Now, I kept the negative sign with the 15, so it went from the numerator to the denominator. Does it really matter? No. If you have a negative there, that whole fraction's negative. Then I need to make sure I cross cancel by 7. 7 becomes a 1 to 7 becomes a 1. And I have 37. Oh, because 30 times 1 is 37 times 1 is 37. 1 times 15 is 15. And then I do the making this back into a mixed number to simplify it. If I can't do that in my head, this is just a what type of a problem? Division. So I take 37 divided by 15. 15 goes in there twice, but do I have to show this every single time?
No.
No, you do not. So my final answer is 2 and 7/15. Go back and look. I have a negative times a negative, so my answer definitely is positive. Okay, make sure that you're going back and double checking for your signs. 18. Then bought 4.5 gallons of ice cream to serve. If a pint is 1/8 of a gallon, how many pint size servings can he make? When you get any type of story problems, and it's either like multiplication or division, in this case it's division, you have to ask yourself, what am I dividing? What item am I dividing up? Because order matters in division, and a lot of times I see people get it wrong because they put it in the wrong order. And it's not always the bigger number comes first. So you have to ask yourself, what item am I dividing? Am I dividing the gallons of ice cream, or am I dividing the pint? What am I dividing? I am dividing the gallons, because I'm dividing it and putting it into pint-sized containers. So my order would say 4.5 divided by 1/8. Then you rewrite it with improper fractions. 4 times 2 is 8. 8 plus 1 is
9.
So 9/2 divided by 1/8. Then it would be 9/2 times 8 over 1. Then I cross cancel by 2. And 9 times 4 is 36, and 1 times 1 is 1. Right now, I'm going to skip number 20 and move on to number 22. Should I have rewritten this 36 over 1?
No, just 36.
Make it just 36, yep. I should have probably have done that. 22 says, write the letter of each statement below in the section of any operation to which the statement applies. So I can put that letter in more than one box. And this is operations with rational numbers, and our rational numbers that we've been working with right now have been fractions and mixed numbers, positive and negative fractions. So when you use a common denominator, is that in adding a fraction?
Yes.
Yes, you have to use a common denominator. So I put a letter A. When multiplying fractions, do I have to have a common denominator?
No.
Nope, so I'm not going to put an A. When subtracting fractions, do I have to have a common denominator?
Yes.
So I'm going to put an A. With dividing fractions, do I need a common denominator?
No.
So I don't put an A. So then A is done. The multiply by the multiplicative inverse. What's another word for multiplicative inverse? Reciprocal. Write it down. So there's only one operation in fractions that you actually use a reciprocal. What operation is it? Is it adding, subtracting, multiplying, or dividing?
Dividing.
What is it?
Dividing.
Dividing, so the letter B will go with
Division.
division. You have to write the result in simplest form, and simplest form means you reduce it all the way, alright, simplest form.
C.
Do we need it for everything in, with operations? Do we need it in every operation? Yes, you always do simplest form, simplest form, simplest form, and simplest form. And that's why I always talk about reducing and cross-canceling. Moving on to number
24.
24. Says a grocery store offers 4 different size boxes of peanuts as shown below. Write large, medium, or small in each box to make the statement true. Alright, the blank box is 3 times larger than the blank box. I need to find one of these that's 3 times larger than one of these. It doesn't matter. What I did is I just came up with something. So I'm going to take the large box. So I have 6 3/4. If it's 3 times larger than something else, I'm going to divide it by
3.
3. So I need to do 6 times 4 is
24.
24 plus 3 is
27.
so I have 27/4 divided by 3 over
1.
1. So then I have 27/4 times 1 over 3.
3.
What am I doing?
Oh, cross cancel the
Cross cancel the
27.
3 by 1. This is a 9. So the 9 times 1 is 9. 4 times 1 is 4. Then simplify this again. 9 divided by 4 would be 2 and 1
4.
fourth. Do I find an answer up here that's 2 and 1/4?
Yes, the medium.
So the large box is 3 times larger than the
Medium.
medium. When I first did it, I just tried the large to the small because I'm like, oh, it's going to be 3 times. But that didn't work.
No, it did not.
The blank box is 6 times larger than the blank box. Okay, I need it 6 times larger. So now I'm gonna go now with the large box, 6 3/4, and I'm gonna divide it by what?
6.
6, because it's 6 times.
6.
So then I have, this became the 27/4 divided by 6 over 1, which is 27/4 times 1 over 6. Am I correct so far?
Yes.
Have I made any mistakes?
I don't know.
Can I reduce anything?
No.
So 27
Yes.
times 1,
Divide by 3.
So 27 divided by 3 is,
9.
6 divided by 3 is,
2.
can I do anything else?
No.
So 9 times 1 is 9, 4 times 2 is,
8.
9 divided by 8 is 1 and 1,
8.
8. So the large box is 6 times larger than the small box. If I didn't reduce first, I would have had to make sure I reduced at the end. The blank box is 2 times larger than the blank box. I'm gonna go medium box and small box. So the medium box is 2 and 1/4, and it needs to be 2 times larger, so I'm gonna divide it by 2 and hopefully come out with 1 and 1/8. So I've got 9/4 divided by 2 over 1 is 9/4 times 1/2. Can I do any reducing?
No.
No.
So I get 9/8, which is 1 and 1/8. So the answer is the medium box is 2 times larger than the
Small box.
small box. One-third minus 1/6. We're subtracting, so we need to write them
Up and down.
up and down, and I need to have
I'm in nominator.
which is going to be,
6.
so I take this times 2 over 2, which is 2, 6, minus, rewrite the 1, 6. So 2, 6 minus 1, 6 is just
1, 6.
1, 6. 28. 11/15 minus 3/20. What is my common denominator, Kaylee?
Okay. 60.
Yes.
Kaylee.
Kaylee, sorry. Hey, we're trying to make it incognito on the video.
Sorry.
So
What does that
15 times 4 is 60, so I have 44 60ths. Times 3 over 3, which is 9 60ths, and I take 44 minus 9. Make sure you borrow, and it becomes,
35.
so I have 35 60ths.
Reduce by 5.
Am I done?
No.
They're both 1 ends in 5 and 1's in 0, so what can I do?
5. Divide by 5.
Reduce by 5. And I get 7
The 12th.
12ths. Can I reduce that anymore?
No.
No.
I just looked at
30. How much longer is a 2.5 inch long piece of string than a 2/5 inch long piece of string?
Subtraction.
How do I know it's subtraction, Nicholas? Because it says how much longer, so I know that, so I'm comparing, and it's longer than. So I take 2.5 minus
2/5.
2/5 is gonna equal, what's gonna be my common denominator?
10.
10.
10, so I multiply by 5 over 5. So I have 5/10 minus, I have to multiply this by 2 over 2 and get
4/10.
4/10. So 5 minus 4 is
1/10.
1/10, and 2 minus nothing is
2.
2. Can I reduce any further?
No.
No. Okay. You need to be using a whiteboard and a marker, and if you don't have a whiteboard and a marker, you're going to be using your
Notability.
notability, making sure I can see it. So just put it out to the side. You have 5 seconds. This should not take very long. Did it stop?
Do I need to?
No, go on, keep going.
Got it.
We're gonna keep going. So that means you guys only have 5 seconds to not start recording then.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Because we're gonna do a little bit of review. Okay? Some of you are working ahead on your Excel sheets and might already have this completed.
It's on stuff.
Alright, we're gonna start by multiplying fractions, and they're mixed numbers. I'll rewrite it so those of you at home can really see it. It's 1 and 4/5 times 2 and 1/3, so it's a mixed number. What's the first thing that we need to do?
Change it to a.
Change it to an improper fraction. So 1 times 5 is, and then 5 plus 4 is, so I have 9 over 5 times, and then circle this again. If a lot of you are struggling, making it an improper fraction. So do the circle, put the dot so you know you're multiplying. 2 times 3 is 6, and then show that you're adding 1 makes 7/3. Do I do any flipping or anything?
No.
No, because it's just multiplying. Can I reduce anything?
Yes, the 9 and the 3.
The 9 and the 3. By
3.
3, so 9 divided by 3 is 3. 3 divided by 3 is
1.
1. So then I have 3 times 7 is,
21.
and 5 times 1 is
6.
5.
5.
Change the 21/5 to a mixed number at this point. If you struggle with that, what should I do?
Divide 21 by
Divide. 21 divided by 5. 5 goes into 21 4 times. 21 minus 20 is 1. So it'd be 4 and 1.
5.
5th is your final answer.
Me? Okay.
So,
Yeah, maybe in a few minutes.
go ahead and do the next
Okay.
problem. 2 and 1/3 times 4 1/2. I'll write it again so everybody at home can see it. 2 and 1/3 times 4 and 1/2. Go ahead and do the problem. Stand up when you're finished. sit back down. Some of you might not be finished, and that's okay. Just follow step by step and see if you've gotten it correct so far. 2 times 3 is 6 plus 1 makes 7. So I have 7/3 times 4 times 2 is 8 plus 1 is 9 over 2. Can I reduce?
Yes.
Yes, the 9 and the 3 by 3. That becomes a 1, this becomes a 3. Then 7 times 3 is 21. 1 times 2 is 2. 21 divided by 2 is 10 and 1/2. Stand up and sit back down really quick if you got it right. Oh, good.
Not slow.
1.5 times 5 1/3. When you're done, stand up. All right, sit back down so Rick can see. 1 times 2 is 2, so 2 plus 1 is 3. So 3/2 times 5 times 3 is 15 plus 1 makes 16 over 3. Reduce by 3's, which becomes a 1. Reduce by 2, that becomes a 1, this becomes an 8. 1 times 8 is 8. 1 times 1 is? Don't leave it as 8 over 1. Make sure it's just going to be 8. Stand up in slow motion and sit down in slow motion. You're such a
Katie's good at slow motion.
Katie's really good. Slow mo.
How is
All right, erase your boards.
How are you so good at this, Katie?
Yeah, we're good. We're gonna go to G13. So not only in this unit, we've been doing multiplying fractions, we've been just finished up doing what? Dividing. With division, you're gonna write, I'll go ahead and do this one. 2 1/2 divided by 1 2/3. First, start by showing that these are becoming improper fractions. 4 plus 1 is 5/2. Keep the division sign for right now. Then 1 times 3 is 3 plus 2 makes 5/3. Then we say it's keep, change, reciprocal. Get rid of saying the word flip. Yes, you're flipping it, but it's reciprocal. Then reduce by 5, that becomes a 1. Then 1 times 3 is 3. 2 times 1 is 2. And I'm done.
No.
I need to change it to a mixed number. 3 divided by 2 is 1 and 1/2.
Push-ups.
I did that. I'll do. But I was just seeing if you guys were paying attention and only one person was. Okay, you guys have 1 and 1/2 divided by 2 and 1/4. When I'm done, you should be done with your problem.
We should like get this one. got it on.
Most of you are up.
They got to see you doing push-ups.
Miss Belden.
Oh, was I in the video? Nice.
Katie definitely didn't move it.
Miss Belden.
Okay, have a seat, let's go over it.
I moved it in slow
Did
motion.
you move it?
I moved it back.
Definitely didn't move it.
Oh, gosh, okay. So 1 times 2 is 2, 2 plus 1 is 3 halves, divided by 2 times 4 is 8, 8 plus 1 is 9, fourths, then it's keep, change, reciprocal, cross cancel, I 2 here, I 3 here, and I get 1 times 2 is 2, 1 times 3 is 3. Sit up and sit down as quiet as you can.
I thought you said fast.
Fast and quiet sounds so much alike. Okay. Oh boy. Last one. Last one. Let's see if we get this last one, and then you guys are gonna be on your own.
Yay.
3.5. And I'm gonna give you a head start. See if you can beat me.
Huh.
Divided by 2 4/5. 3.5. Divided by 2 4/5. 3.5. Divided by 2 4/5. I'm gonna show every single step. Stand up as quiet as you can once you're finished.
That's our.
After doing all my work, I changed my mixed number to improper fraction, which was 7/12 divided by 14/5. Then I kept 7/12, so I changed the division to multiplication, and I found the reciprocal, which was 5/14. I then did some cross canceling, and 1 times 5 is 5, 2 times 2 is 4, and I got 1 1/4. Stay standing if you got 1 1/4. 2 times 2 is 4. All right, well, go ahead and have a seat. What you are going to do is you are going to, and now what's kind of nice is you guys have a little bit more time than my 5th and 6th period had. So that means I get to change, because you guys are coming up faster, the percentage. If you look at the lesson in Canvas, it says up to an 80. You have to do G10 and G13. This is what I'm going to have you guys do. You're going to get G10 to a 70, no, I'll go 50 on that one. And then you move on to G13. No matter what, they at least have to be at a 40 by tomorrow. So if some of you take a little bit longer, they both have to be a 40. Now, some of you have been working ahead on IXL sheets. Those are on your IXL sheet. So if you get them down to an 80 today, you've got some on your IXL sheet already completed. How many of you have some of them completed? Go ahead and stop it.
Oh.
Okay.